A treasure chest packed with Pokemon. This sturdy metal case contains more than a dozen special Pokemon goodies, including some not found anywhere else. Yeah, like every product that you do, let's be honest. So this is kind of interesting. I'm sure you've seen things similar to this before, if you haven't seen this exact one anyways. That's because they do like the Spring Collector's tin, and I think they do it for another season as well. But this one is, while it's a similar casing, it's just, one of these large tins, there has been a couple changes, at least one that really stands out to me. One, it is obviously just themed around our terrestrialized Charizard here, because of course it is. You have to release 100 Charizard products. That's how you print money. I mean, of course you have other things along there, including our Charizard and, our other starters here. Oh, and I guess you have all 3 starters on the back. Well, actually, yeah, kind of neat little effect going on with, like, the hollow thing. Now, I'd like to point out that they did specify it comes with a cool Pokemon coin, not just any Pokemon coin, a cool Pokemon coin. So this is their cool Pokemon coin. I guess that Charizard is what they meant. They meant it has Charizard on it, which makes it cool. I mean, it's Charizard. I get it. It has a lot of hype. But the other interesting thing is that normally with the, like, Spring Collector's tins and stuff, you'll get, like, the baby form of the starters, for whatever generation we're talking about. In this case, we're actually getting the fully evolved form. So, no babies here. We have the Hollow Quacklevolt, and these are just going to be like Cosmos Hollows, so these are just the standard cards you can pull from their sets, this one being base set. I assume that they all will be, but now with just like a new Hollow effect. So there is also a base set. We have the Weed Cat, and finally, also base set, we have the Skeledirge. But of course, we have a code card as well. But digging deeper inside of this tin, we have our packs. Of course, we have some Paradox Rift right there on the front, an Obsidian Flames, and a Paldea Evolved. But then on this side, there is another Paradox Rift, there is another Obsidian Flames, and finally another Paldea Evolved. So 2 of each. We will be opening these here in a second. Then for the final extra goodies, there are some stickers, which, I love. I always use them, and it's definitely a good thing for, like children and stuff. I'm sure when I was a kid, I would have been excited for this. But we have my boy, the Skeledirge. Then we have the Persona 5 cat, and what I actually recently started playing. And we have the Quacklevolt, along with, of course, you have to have something for Charizard. And, I mean, even more for Charizard, because here we have him again with the dark form, and our starters on the back, and the interesting little design in there that they kind of had on the front of the tin. This is the little mini binder that I never use. Alright, it is pack time. We're going to start off this Paldea Evolved. We're going in a random order. It's basically just how I had them laying down on, back there. So I did the code card completely wrong, but that's fine. Pull that out. And we have a Pikachu, Slackoth, or little electric bird, Fuecoco, Pupitar, Flamingo, Bombardier, Tadbulb, Fighting Owlie, and a Skeledirge GX. Very fitting to be pulling my boy off the bat. Of course, I already have one of these, and I don't believe that there's much value to it. If I'm gonna guess, I'm gonna say around 60 cents. But I'm always still happy to get them. Next up, we have an Obsidian Flames, slowly making our way through the order of release, I suppose. Although it's going to be jumping around here in a minute. Let's pull this out with the code card facing the correct direction. There it is. And we have the Fungus Little Mushroom. We have the Big Nose Pass, the Litwick Ardino. How do you pronounce your name? I've actually never figured you out. Alduno? I'm not sure. We have Kangaskhan, Camerupt, Lapras, Larvesta, Smoliv, Scovillion, and an Energy. And going to Paradox Rift, which is, of course, what should be currently the most recent set, unless I'm forgetting something. The Christmas season always just, like, gets me so flustered, man, because I have so much stuff to worry about, like, not only running this YouTube channel, but, like, at work, everything starts picking up like crazy, and I have so much more stuff to do than stuff with family, and it's hard for me to invest time purely into the Pokemons. I know saying it like that triggered at least multiple people. Next up, we have another Paldea Evolved. But yeah, my brain's kind of rotting right now, and Paradox Rift is the newest set, but brain don't work so good. We have the Snover, the Fletchling, Voltorb Clavel, I want to say you're pronounced. We have the Heracross, Electric Bird again, Azumarill. We have the Tinkatink, Tinkatink, and then Tinkaton is the evolved. Pommy and Glamora. Man, we're not getting pulls. I mean, yeah, we got the Skeledirge, and I love having the Skeledirge, but I already have a bunch of the Skeledirge. I don't need more of the Skeledirge. We are going to Obsidian Flames, and then we will be finishing off with our final Paradox Rift. So there's the code card. This would make a nice holo. I just want to point that out, like all the snowflakes. We have the Granbull, Caspakid, Drillbur, the pig thing, Letter of Encouragement, Chandelure, the Gloom, Cryogonal, and the Palafin. And finally, we have a Paradox Rift. Please get me something. I don't want to end this video with just the Skeledirge pull. I would greatly prefer that to not be how this ends. Pull that out. We have the Horsey, Joltik, Loudred, Rumorade, Technical Machine, Turbo Energize, the Wug Trio, Technical Machine, Blindside. We have the Reverse Iron Bundle, which is a very nice looking card to get as a reverse. We have the Mindshow, and finally, okay, we have the Toxicity EX. Again, nothing super special, but is actually not a card that I've already had, so this is new to me. I'm still gonna guess not very high value. I'd say probably lower than Skeledirge. I'd probably put it at about like 50 cents or so, but again, you guys will see down there how accurate I was. But always nice to get more of these terraformed EXs. But the video is not quite over yet, as we still have to do the bonus card of the day. Explanation right down there in the corner if you are not already familiar. And our next card is also a bit beat up. I have a lot of older cards in this thing now, and so of course condition isn't always going to be the greatest, especially as we saw in the last video. Honestly, not bad. It's really not bad at all. I think the sleeve kind of made it look a lot worse than it really is. Tiny bit of whitening up there, and I guess some little dots along the side. Really not too bad, so it might not be that old. We have, okay, still pretty dang old, from 2009. We have our Scizor here as a reverse. I forgot what that symbol means there at the top, but this is back during that era where they would actually put like the Pokemon's level on the card, which was very interesting, especially for me as a kid who, like, you know, grew up mostly just playing the games. But just definitely a very nice looking card. There's actually another Scizor card in here, which it could be forever until we pull it. Who knows? I shuffle it every time I add new cards to this. That was also very pricey, but this thing might have some decent value as well. So for the time being, we'll be going back in this not such great condition sleeve until I can get him in something better. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like, all of that fun stuff. If you really want to help me out, there's going to be a playlist of all of the Pokemon videos on one side of the screen. And I suppose I'll go ahead and pull up the video for the other collector's chest I did kind of recently. Which is actually one that I managed to get on clearance, which just for the packs alone made it a pretty good deal. Thank you guys very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see all of y'all next time. Goodbye for now.